I doubt that I'm a unique snowflake in this, but I do feel like that up until very recently, I've had a rough time when it comes to friends. It feels like for a large portion of my life, I've had friends who haven't really had my best interests at heart. The amount of people I speak to as well who have their own stories, it seems like a massive pain point for a lot of people. I mean, no shit, right? What's the point in doing all of this if you don't have good people to share it with? We are tribal creatures after all. We need a tribe. On an evolutionary basis, if we didn't work together as a unit, we would literally just be fucking dead. Mauled by the Chad saber-toothed tiger. We need a unit, we need friendship, we need relationships. As I say, I did have a bit of a rough time with friends up until recently as I was growing up. But with that said, I really do feel like finally I have filtered out the fakes and the snakes, and I'm now left with a circle of incredible friends. I think I can say across the board, my friends root for me. They don't look down upon me. They don't think they're better than me. They respect me, and they live with good hearts and good intentions. Can you say the same about your friends? Let's talk about it. Because we're all so sure that our friends are awesome, right? Well, Sam, they make me feel good, and we have a laugh. What more can I ask for, right? One of the hardest pills to swallow, which you may not have swallowed just yet, is just because a friend makes you feel good doesn't necessarily mean that they are a good friend. I suppose to know what a good friend is, you have to know what a bad friend looks like. Why is that, Sam? Well, if you surround yourself with negative people, if you surround yourself with negative energy, you won't be able to attract positive energy. You won't be able to attract positive, good friends. And I know this seems airy-fairy, and if younger Sam was listening to a video just like this, he would probably just say, gay! But trust me, it's true. So many people remain in the same rut in life because they cultivate a negative experience through complaining, staying around negative people, negative environments, not taking any accountability, and also not trying anything new. What are the traits of a bad friend? How do you identify a bad friend? Well, number one, they criticize you publicly. Sam, what are you, a snowflake? Can't take any criticism. What are you, a libtard? I didn't say I can't take criticism, you fuck. I just don't think a good friend criticizes you publicly. I can name countless times when a friend has criticized me both privately and publicly. The difference is one is actually looking out for you and is genuinely trying to help you to grow, and the other is just bullying you and trying to get a one-up on you in a public scenario so he can gather some cheap fucking laughs.
It's just banter, bro.
Oh, it's banter. Oh, that's okay then. As long as you say it's a joke, humiliating me in front of all of my friends is completely fine. You fucking brainlet. I really hate that schoolyard mentality, and the scary thing is, a lot of people never grow out of it. I know people who are 24 years old still hanging out in these crowds. Oh, us lad, no, you'll get along with us just fine as long as you can take a joke. As soon as someone says that, run for your fucking life. I know exactly what that friend group is going to be. It's going to be a circle of friends who bully each other and chip away at each other's self-esteem for banter. I'll give you a good example of exactly this. So let's say in a hypothetical world, my eye contact leaves a lot to be desired when I go out to dinners in public, for example. A bully would make this observation at dinner and then proceed to make a joke about it at the table, and the rest of the bullies will have a good old chuckle while I awkwardly laugh into my plate of food. Now on the flip side, if I'm sat at dinner with friends, and one of them perhaps notice that I'm struggling to hold good eye contact, perhaps the next time we're in a one-to-one scenario together, they would spark up a discussion with me and tell me what they noticed and give me some words of encouragement and some advice. That's the difference. And it's a day and night difference. If you have friends who publicly mock you, bin them immediately. They are fucking garbage and they will ruin your self-esteem. And by the way, if you are dealing with someone like this and it's a bit unavoidable, the way that you deal with it is when they make a banterous joke about you, never laugh at their joke. It's almost instinctual to laugh when someone sort of takes the piss out of you. It's like a defense mechanism. Don't ever laugh. Have a stone face and look at them dead in the eyes. Have a stone face and look at them as if you're preparing to cave their head in with a rock.
Oh, come on, Sam, it was just a joke.
I don't appreciate that joke, bro. They won't do it again. Number 2, they talk badly about you behind your back. This is a bit of an obvious one, so I'm not going to harp on it, but let's put it this way. You should never have anything but positive things to say about your friends when they are not in the same room as you. Number 3, they don't celebrate wins with you. This one's very hard to spot. Are they actually happy that you got that promotion? Are they actually happy that you have that girlfriend who loves and respects you? I think as humans, we're hardwired to respond to good news with, oh wow, that's great, good job. But are they just saying those words, or are you feeling them? Is this person genuinely rooting for you? Hard one to spot. And finally, do they push more out of you? A good friend isn't always accepting and tolerant. A good friend doesn't allow you to be mediocre. A good friend will criticize you for the sake of growth behind closed doors. A good friend will not consistently ask you if you want to play a game of Rocket League while you're trying to do your work. Keep a very close eye out for any of those 4 points. Of course, there's a lot more traits which could possibly make someone a bad friend. But I suppose the core question that you have to ask yourself is, do they have a good heart and do they have good intentions? Just because someone has bad traits doesn't necessarily mean that they're not on your team. For example, one of my bad traits is I'm a bit stubborn. And I've noticed that that can cause some friction between me and my friends sometimes. It's something that I have to work on. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a bad friend, though. Perhaps a person just has learned habits, whether that be from their upbringing or past relationships that they've had. The big thing that you have to look out for is, are they open to talking about things which, perhaps they do which bother you, and are they open to change? There's a lot of moving gears in this equation. I now have an actionable step for you to take, which I'd love if you actually took the time now to do this exercise. It's very simple. And if you'd like to comment your findings, I'd be very interested to read through them. Write down the 3 people that you spend the most time with right now. Assess them. Why do you like them? Why do you spend time with them? Do they enrich your life? If you do comment your findings, you can leave their names anonymous if you'd like, but I'd love to read through some. I'd love to see if anyone in real time, by doing this exercise, realizes that they're hanging out with a bum. And if you are, here's what you need to do. You do not need to send them a message saying, hey bro, just realized you're a piece of shit. Lol, bye. Sorry bro, I'm too Sigma to hang out with you now. As I am on the trajectory towards being a 1% male because I meditate and go to the gym, I simply cannot hang about with you anymore. No, just spend less time with them. Respond to their messages less. Say no to more things and allow them to fade into the past. Please trust me on this. As someone who had their self-esteem slowly chipped away over a 7-year period by hanging out with bad friends, being alone and having no friends is far better than hanging out with bad friends. Being alone will at least make you a far more calculated person and far less influenced by garbage. Before you find good friends, I promise you, you have to get rid of the bad ones first. Nothing good comes without sacrifice. I hope this video was helpful. Please like and comment if you enjoyed. And if you want to learn how to make money online from your bedroom, click this video right here. Take care, boys.